Last lesson I briefly mentioned something about inline and block elements. And this lesson I'm going to go over it very quick. Basically, inline elements can be placed inside block elements. What in the world, Rick? What does that mean? Well, there's a lot of different types of elements in HTML like we talked about. Some are called block elements, some are called inline elements. So let me show you some examples of that. I'm going to actually I'm going to knock out these H1 tags, and I'm going to knock out this paragraph here because we don't need it. So I'm just going to have this P tag right there. So there we have it there. P tag is a block element. So it basically fills up space on its own. An inline element, when you put it next to something, is going to be right next to it. So watch this. If I put next to this P tag, which would be outside the P tag next, if I put another P tag, another paragraph, and close it out, notice it's not next to this. It's on a separate line. It's separate from this thing, this other paragraph. But watch this. If I put strong, say this is bold text, and I close that out, and then now I'm going to put next to this, this is EM text. So notice how they're next to each other, and that's not because they're on the same line. Watch this. Doesn't matter how far I put it down, they're on the same line. And that's because a strong element, or EM element as well, they're considered inline elements, which means exactly what you think it means. It just means they all fit in a line. You could create these. Oh, I made a mistake here. Look at that. Sorry about that. Talking about bad coding, I tried to close the EM tag with a P tag. Did you see that? Never do that. That's something Jeff does, not me. So anyway, EM tag, strong tag, they're inline text, and they will always be that way. So I could create as many elements as I want that are inline, and they'll just go on to infinity because they don't break. Whereas a P tag is a block element, and so it'll go to the next line. H1 tags, watch what happens if I put a H1. Well, I'll tell you what, watch this. I'm going to convert this to an H2, this EM. Notice it's on another line here. And the reason why is because an H2 is a block element. And there's a lot of different div. You see divs a lot in web design. That is a block element. Span is an inline element. And there's a lot more, and we're going to be going over more, but I just wanted to give you an introduction to what inline and block elements are, so you know what the differences are, and as you see things like CSS, you can actually change if it is a block or inline element and that kind of thing, but we'll be going over that in other lessons.